Where is God? Now and again citizenry are prompted to ask themselves a number of life's truly profound questions. Within the quiet darkness of the night, when faraway stars twinkle within the vast, majestic sky, or within the cold, hard light of day when life rushes past sort of a speeding train, people of all colors, races and creeds wonder about the meaning of their existence. Why are we here? What does this all mean? Is this all there is? On magnificent days crammed with sunshine and iridescent blue skies, people turn their faces towards the sun and contemplate its beauty. Within the deepest winter or the wildest storm, they ponder the strength inherent within the forces of nature. Somewhere within the deep recesses of the mind, the concept of God arises. The wonders of creation are a call to the guts and therefore the soul. The gentle touch of a snowflake, the smell of freshly cut lawn, the soft patter of raindrops and fierce wind of a hurricane are all reminders that this world is filled with wonder. When pain and sadness threaten to engulf us, citizenry are again prompted to contemplate the meaning of life. Within the midst of suffering and grief, the concept of God arises. Even those that would consider themselves far away from religion or spiritual belief find themselves looking skywards and pleading for help. When the guts constricts and fear swamps us, we turn helplessly towards some kind of higher power. The concept of a God then becomes real and meaningful. In the midst of pleading and bargaining, the sheer vastness of the universe is laid bare. The truth of life is crammed with awe and wonder. It's a roller coaster ride. There are moments of great joy, and periods of immense sadness. Life are often long and monotonous, or it are often carefree. As God arises and His majesty is obvious, more questions begin to require shape. One question that inevitably involves mind is, where is God? Around the world and down through the ages people have struggled to return to terms with the question of where God is. The human inclination is to look for God. The traditional Babylonians and Egyptians built lofty towers in their look for God. The Persians searched for Him in fire. Still other, like the indigenous people of North America and therefore the Celtic people, searched for God within the glorious signs of nature around them. Buddhists find God in themselves, and within the Hindu religion, God is believed to be in every place and in everything. The quest for God are often confusing. When posing the question where is God, the resulting answers also can be confusing. God is everywhere. God is in your heart. God is where goodness and wonder exist. What happens, however, when your heart is empty and your surroundings are dismal, dirty, and ugly? Does God cease to exist? No, in fact not. Amidst this confusion, the Islamic concept of God may be a beacon of sunshine for those stumbling within the darkness. What Muslims believe about God is clear-cut and straightforward. They do not believe that God is everywhere, they believe that God is above the heavens. The human got to turn our faces towards the sky in times of trouble and strife is an inherent answer to the question, where is God? God tells us within the Quran that He's the foremost high, Quran 2:255, which He's in particular His creation. He it's who created the heavens and therefore the earth in 6 days, then rose over the throne, in a fashion that suits His majesty. He knows what goes into the world and what comes forth from it, what descends from the heaven and what ascends thereto. And He's with you, by His knowledge, wheresoever you'll be. And God is that the all-seer of what you are doing. Quran 57:4. Prophet Muhammad was known to point towards the sky when pertaining to God. When making supplication to God he raised his hands towards the heavens. During his farewell sermon, Prophet Muhammad asked the people, "Have I not conveyed the message?" and that they said, "Yes." He asked again, "Have I not conveyed the message?" and that they said, "Yes." He asked a third time, "Have I not conveyed the message?" and that they said, "Yes." Whenever, he said, "O God, bear witness." At an equivalent time pointing up to the sky then at the people. 1. God is above the heavens, above His creation. This however doesn't mean that He's contained by any kind of physical dimensions. God is close, very close, to those that believe Him and He answers their every call. God knows all of our secrets, dreams, and needs, nothing is hidden from Him. God is together with His creation by His knowledge and power. God is that the Creator and therefore the Sustainer. Nothing comes into existence except by His will. When Muslims marvel at the wonders of the universe, they're secure within the knowledge that God, the foremost high, is above the heavens, and comforted by the very fact that He's with them altogether their affairs. When a Muslim is struck by loss or grief, he doesn't question God's wisdom, or ask the question, "Where was God once I was sad, or grieving or suffering?" Humankind was created to worship God, Quran 51-561, and God said repeatedly that trials and tribulations would be a part of our life experience. And He it's who has created the heavens and therefore the earth in 6 days, that He might try you, which of you is that the best in deeds. Quran 11-7. In their darkest night, or their darkest hour, humankind instinctively looks towards the sky. When their hearts beat heavily and fear threatens to overwhelm them, people address God. They raise their hands and beg for mercy, forgiveness, or kindness, and God responds, for He's the foremost merciful, the foremost forgiving and therefore the most kind. God is distinct and break away His creation, and there's nothing like Him. He's all-hearing and every-one seeing. Quran 42-11. Hence once we ask the question where is God, the solution is undoubtedly, He's above the heavens and in particular His creation. We also say that He's not in need of any of His creation and every one of creation needs Him.